Hey, welcome to the Preparedness Therapist channel. This is one of the book reviews that I'm going to do, and realize that my book reviews are not thorough book reviews chapter by chapter, and they're just to kind of acquaint you with what is in the book as far as what I think is important, some of the benefits of it, some of the drawbacks maybe of each book. I've had this for a number of years, Arthur Bradley, the Disaster Preparedness Handbook, a guide for families. And frankly, I think it's a pretty good book. It's a general purpose all-around book. I think that it's probably worth the cost. You can probably go into Amazon and purchase one of these at a used price. The contents, table of contents, you can see is pretty standard for most of these preparedness books. Somebody who wants to get everything into one book. There's not anything wrong or bad with that. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this for somebody who's already got their preparations going. But it's good if you're just starting out in this area. There are a few things that I really like about this book. Chapter 1, Staying Alive, is good. I appreciate what he had to put in there. Chapter 9 on sleeping touches fairly close to what I do as a preparedness therapist, dealing with the psychology and sociology of disasters and grid down, and not just temporary situations, but anything that could actually go into months or years. But sleep is an important psychological aspect. Like I said, most of this book is addresses general preparedness information. There are some good points in the special needs section here. I was a bit disappointed with the protection chapter. It seemed to focus primarily on firearms. I think firearms are great to have for protection. I think that there's a drawback, a huge drawback, and that is if you don't have a way to reload ammunition, there's going to be a time that you run out of it, and then your firearm is basically a useless piece of metal. You could use it to try to scare some folks, but you need to be able to back up your scare tactics, and that's what most people can't do. I think protection goes far beyond anything with firearms. I think everyday items that come to us, just sticks and stones and things that we can come across without even having to do much work. The best weapon that we've got is our mind, and I think training our mind is the most important thing. Creating a network, I think, is a vital thing. And then trial by fire, I think this chapter is really worth it. He says, now that you've read through this, then it's time for you to try this out. And I want you to, he gives us a number of different exercises that we can do as a family, or as a community, or individuals even, to try out what we've learned. 531 pages is where the index starts, and it's beyond that. Again, I think it's worth getting. I think that someone who is more advanced than just the beginner may not find this the most useful, but it's good to even give away to get some juices flowing for your family members who may not even be prepared. Because he is a PhD, it's written so that most folks can understand it, but he has some good sound reason and knowledge that came from his schooling, I think, that he put into this book. So I would give it a thumbs up, and I would think that it's worth getting. Subscribe to the Preparedness Therapist YouTube channel. Follow me. I've got some presence on Facebook as well as on Instagram. And I've got a small store, and it's not going to be your everyday items that you'll find there. It's going to be some unique things, and that's what I do. My channel is somewhat unique. I don't want to just regurgitate what everybody else is doing. I want to present to you and give you information that is different than what most other folks give you, and that you won't be able to find in very many other places. I make a living as a psychotherapist. My desire is to help everyone be as prepared as possible. Thanks for watching.